There is finally good news for residents around some of the swollen Tarrant County lakes. For the first time, the water level starting to drop. That includes Lake Worth and others in the Tarrant Regional Water District. Fox 4's Brandon Todd tonight is at Lake Worth with more. Brandon.
Yeah, Heather, and of course Lake Worth, like many others that we have been talking about, is closed to the public and boating traffic, and it seems that residents who live along the lake now are starting to see those rising waters hold steady. The lake level here is about 3 feet above the height of the spillway, so it's flowing now at a pretty good heavy rate through the spillway, and that water feeds, of course, into the Trinity River and runs through Fort Worth. According to the Tarrant Regional Water District, that water level at Lake Bridgeport is beginning to go down. And that means not as much water flowing into Eagle Mountain Lake and therefore not as much flowing into Lake Worth. So as a result, there won't be as much flooding as predicted, and Lake Worth homes in the lowest elevations may also be spared. Still, residents here have been watching the lake rise and are nervous.
But it's scary just to sit here on your patio and watch it come up, keep coming past your fence, into your fence, and get close to your yard, get close to your pool. And we're thinking, oh my gosh, if it can rise that fast, that far, that fast, how much more can it go? I mean, it's kind of scary going to sleep.
BJ shared these pictures with us showing in the span of about an hour and a half just how far the water came up over the dock toward her home. So what does this mean for the Trinity River? Well, nothing critical, according to the Trinity River Water District, or the Tarrant Regional Water District. The levels may rise a bit, but it's not expected to be any flooding in Fort Worth or downstream in Dallas. Now, the lake levels should expect to hold for a brief time, but maybe a couple days, and eventually they will go back down. Heather?
So the process has started, and I guess, though, it's still going to be a while, though, before the boaters are going to be allowed back on the lakes just because of how much water is there.
Right. The lakes are still full, and, those water levels are so close to the homes already, and there are still boat docks underwater. Any wake from the boats will create flooding where there wasn't flooding in the first place. And they've got also a lot of debris on the lakes that have washed up, and those levels will have to recede a bit before the boat ramps will be open. And I'll tell you, there are plenty of people showing up at this boat ramp this evening, just gazing out at the water, wishing they could get their boat or wave runner out there and have some fun.
Yep, but not yet, and we'll keep watching. Brandon, thank you. All right, not so good news for a lot of Dallas drivers who still have to change their commute, mostly in northwest Dallas near the Irving border. A live look right now. You can tell why they're having to change their route. All the water and the barricade. This is that live look intersection of Loop 12 and Northwest Highway. The Dallas Office of Emergency lists more than 12 closures or partial closures of roads and freeways, including Northwest Highway at Walton Walker Boulevard. For a full list of those Dallas high water spots, go to our website, fox4news.com.